Okay, straight to the point. So, have you ever tried to run a PHP file and then it turns out that you get this error? So, if I can say, copy this file path, as you can see, it's PHP file.php. So, let us just put it here and then, like, this is not what it's supposed to do. You see, most of the time, some of you, I mean, you have tried running a PHP file and then it shows exactly like this, but what you really wanted is to see only hi, I am a PHP file. So this is because you don't have a server in your laptop, and then to do so you must download this local server called it's called it's called Zamp. So it's yellow like, so you're gonna, oh, it's double P not double M. So you're gonna come here, and then you know your requirements of your PC, but then you're gonna download the latest one, which is this one. We're gonna then say download, and okay, if the download doesn't start automatically, click here. But because I have downloaded this file, okay, let me just wait a bit before it downloads. Okay, so here it's gonna download, but because I have already downloaded this file before and installed it, it means it's now on my laptop. So I'm gonna open it now. I'm gonna say Zamp. So here it is. I'm opening the file. So because a PHP file requires a server to run, we're gonna start this Apache, which is a local server, and it is the one that will enable the script to run accordingly. So I start the the local server Apache, and now it is running. But if I say refresh, still it shows the very same code, and we are not supposed to see this. So this is because when we install server, when we install the server, let me start from the start, this PC. So when it is installed, it is stored in a specific folder. So you're gonna go to your folder where default installations are saved. You're gonna come here, and then it will create this folder automatically, which is so mine, I installed it last year, so it was created on 2022. So I'm gonna open this folder. So all the projects or the files that run under Apache, they must be saved under this folder called htdocs. So if you come to this folder, that is where all the files uh, containing the PHP script uh, should be saved. So because mine it's saved under WCT, which is a web coding tips, we're gonna go to this folder. As you have seen, I've just created it today. So if we come here, we find this file, which is a PHP file.php. So for us to run this file, it means all of this from the local drive, which is C, to the server, I mean to the folder, which is Zamp and htdocs. We're gonna replace all of this by localhost. So if we write localhost, we then now can see the text as it was supposed to display. Hi, I am a PHP file. But if we switch this server off, if we switch it off, some of you may have seen this error. Now if I refresh, you're gonna see the error. Now if I refresh, okay, it's taking a while, let's give it some time. It's gonna show this error saying localhost refused to connect. That is because since now our computer is not connected to a server, it doesn't recognize localhost. So in other words, localhost is the same as www .google.com. This local host, it replaces that one. Hence, in other words, if you can even replace this one and use the numbers, the IP address, I think it's 127.0.0.1. I'm not so sure on this one, but then let me say enter and then open Apache. Yes, still it will show because 127.0.0.1, it's the same as localhost, same as google.com. Google.com has an IP address which I don't know in by head, but then this number, it's the same as localhost. So for every PHP script that you need to run on your file, you can't run it anywhere else except under localhost. For example, if I try to save this file, it will be stored under downloads, you see. And now if I try to open this file under downloads, let me come here. Okay, let me put this one here. Let me go to downloads, and now let me try to open this file. It will show like this. But then now some people will be like, why is it showing as it is supposed to show other than showing an error? It's because when downloading the file, it was converted to an HTML file. So as if you can look at the URL here at the top, the extension is .html. But then if I can remove this HTML and make it a PHP, it will show an error. I mean, now it says the file is not found because the format that it was downloaded in, it was HTML. But the purpose of this tutorial is to actually show you where to save PHP files if you want to run them. First of all, you must have a local server, which is Apache, but this one, the name, it's you find Apache under XAMPP. So you must download XAMPP, which contains a local server, and then all the files that you save must be under XAMPP inside htdocs. But then this is the default settings when you are installing your Apache. After downloading it, you can change it the folder to anywhere from downloads, etc. But then the default, since most of the time when we installed downloaded softwares, things like that, we don't change defaults. So by default, it will be all PHP scripts need to be saved under htdocs. So yeah, and I hope this was very helpful. And as time goes by, there is more that you will learn about PHP, HTML, CSS, things like that. So, but for now, I'd like thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.